Hello and welcome back to the Football Terrace. Everton 1, Tottenham Hotspur 0. A Jose Mourinho flop. A Jose Mourinho disaster class. Outplayed, outworked, outmaneuvered, outthought. Outthought as well. Fought and thought. Both things. They sound the same to me because I'm a Cockney. But Ancelotti got one over on him today. The first win in over 40 games for Everton against a top six side, stretching back to 2013. 2013. The first time in 12 years Tottenham have lost at home to Everton in the Premier League. A disaster class. Jose Mourinho has lost it. He is not an elite level manager. He brings on Sissoko at halftime for an attacking player and sits back and parks the bus and does absolutely nothing to try and break down this Everton team, and he gets bodied. And by the way, we're calling him Ricky today. If Ricky stroke Richard stroke Richardson stroke Richarlison actually could finish, they would have got beaten 3 or 4-0 today. Excellent performance, I will add, by Everton. James Rodriguez, baller. Allen, baller. Decore, baller. Pickford in goal, amazing. Of course, the goal, the bullet header from Calvert-Lewin was excellent. It really, really was. But let us not get this twisted. Jose Mourinho is done. And I'll say this, I've said it many, many times before. Harry Kane, leave. Harry Kane, get yourself away from Tottenham. You're going nowhere with them. You are never winning a major trophy. You are never fulfilling your potential. The decision from Daniel Levy to bring Jose Mourinho in is single-handedly one of the most stupid footballing decisions ever. Ever. Worse than Cardiff changing the colour of their kits. Worse than Graham Souness signing someone's cousin who turned out to be a charlatan. The worst. There is not a worse football decision than going from Poch to modern-day Jose Mourinho. Absolute disaster. I want to hear from you fans out there, you Tottenham fans that are tuning in. The link is in the description. Sorry, I've lost my train of thought. The link is inside the description below to come and call the show on. We've got man like Zane in the house. He says, Terry, imagine if you sign Bow down the line, you will have his golf clubs, Jones' pink boots, and Sancho's piano at the Manchester United Museum. Thank you, Zane, for that. I'm sure Zane is happy with this result as well as an Arsenal fan. But do me a favor, hit the like button right about now. 1,300 people tuning in. Spurs. This is not sensationalist, what I'm about to say. I mean it. Spurs are in big, big, big trouble. There's no doubt about it in my mind. Jose is finished. He's lost it. He is past his best. The squad needs to be rejuvenated. Højbjerg. Man was getting turned inside out today like a donut, bruv. Absolute shocker. We're going to delve into some of these live calls right about now. Hit the like button. Hit the share button. Here we go. Welcome back, boys. We've got Latimus Prime with us. We've got Samuel in the house. We've got KJ. I was going to throw Josh in, but he's disappeared off camera for a moment, so I'll come to you boys first. You ready, Latimus? What are you doing, Latimus? Yeah. What's going on? There we go. Give me your thoughts. You're still someone who kind of supports Jose. His team were beaten up badly today. Give me your thoughts.
Yeah. Well, like I've said, my thing with Jose, it's more from a personal, emotional point of view from a kid and all that. Why I still kind of back him. You can't defend today's what?
I'm wondering what you're saying. Let's get to the
point.
You
can't defend. No, you can't defend today's performance at all. However, I put Spurs to finish, I think, 6th. I think they still will finish 6th. So it's not like they're going to aim and finish in the top 4. Or finishing top 4 might be their aim, but it's not like they'll finish in there.
Samuel, from your point of view, were you shocked by how bad Tottenham were today?
It's Tottenham, man. You shouldn't be surprised that they're bad, first of all. The thing is, Tottenham fans, they need to calm down. They think Jose Mourinho is the next god, saying that I remember a couple of months ago, saying one manager will win things, and that's Jose Mourinho. he ain't winning Soddle because this is the most average side I've ever seen. Pierre-Emile Højbjerg is an average player. Doherty, if you saw him today, he was terrible. Terrible.
Doherty starts for Spurs. Højbjerg starts for Spurs.
Let Samuel speak. Go on, Sam.
Yeah. And I remember a couple months ago, some Arsenal fans wanted Jose over Arteta. I'm just so grateful that we didn't take Jose. Because right now, I don't know where we would have been. Look, we got Chelsea, Man United, Arsenal. We got some, you could say, young manager. And we got ambition and a bright future ahead of us. While Tottenham, it's a dark future, man. It's just a dark future.
Mate, I don't disagree with you. I think you're speaking a lot of sense in what you say there. KJ, we obviously watched the game with Josh. We're going to get Josh on in a moment. They didn't create a single chance in the second half. They bring Sissoko on for Dele Alli and nothing changes. They conceded. Everton created double the amount of chances at White Hart Lane or whatever, the Amazon Stadium, whatever they're calling it now. Embarrassment. That's my view. What are you saying, bro?
I've been saying this. I've been saying that Jose isn't the guy that everyone thinks he still is. He's not. Like, he has had his time, and football is leaving him behind. Like, and that's it. That's okay, people. That's okay. Jose can be one of the greatest managers of all time and still be at the end of the road for himself. Like, no one can be great forever, and Jose's just at that point where he's not that great anymore. So I'm saying this year, stop expecting him to be this manager that can win things, and let him just manage somewhere small and let him just go there and retire, because the pressure is getting to him. You can see it. He's making the wrong decisions. He's got the wrong lineups. He's bringing on Sissoko. Why would you bring on Sissoko? Why? Like, it makes no sense. Like, Sissoko came on and Josh, the Spurs fans, called him the black hole because the ball gets drawn to him and the play dies. And I saw it. So for me, I'm like, well, yes, Sissoko is not the greatest player, but Jose is the one he decided to sub him on. So that's his fault. Like, it's just baffling to me. You've got so many great players at your disposal, and this is how you wanted to play football. It's not working. Like, Spurs, I'm telling you, like, Spurs fans, get ready for dark times, man. It's going to be peak, bro. It is.
It is. We're going to add Josh to the stream now as well, because Josh, and we're going to add Danny to the stream as well. What's going on? Josh, from your point of view as a Spurs fan, give us your opinions on this, bro.
Shocking, honestly. And the worst thing is, I try to be optimistic. Everyone knows that has heard me before on this channel knows that I'm not a supporter of Jose anyway. But I at least hoped that he would, even though he's not going to be playing the football that I wanted, he would do something like bring some defensive solidarity and would win playing ugly football. But no, the decisions that he made are not the decisions of a world-class manager. There was no reason to bring on Sissoko. For Dele Alli, like, you've got Lamela and Ndombele on the bench. You've got two attacking players there that you could have put on instead. And that was at 0-0 as well. I'd understand if we were 2-0 up or something like that, but he's doing that at 0-0 for no reason. People are saying on Twitter that Dele might have had a knock, but there's no excuse for that. And it's sad to say that you guys, you Terry and KJ might have been right. I was hoping you weren't right about Jose, but I think you might be.
Yeah. Don't get it twisted though, bro. He will win you games. He will. You'll amass like a decent amount of wins, but it will not be pretty. It will be scrappy. And games where you should be dominating, you won't be dominating. Man, that's the issue.
And that's it. And KJ's right. This isn't for me. Jose has been. People think I've got an agenda. He has been one of the greatest managers of all time. When he first joined Tottenham, and I said this on the previous stream we were all just on, I felt like I've panicked when you first brought him in. I thought, oh, what if he goes to Tottenham and does for you what I prayed he was going to do for Man United? Less than 2 weeks into him being at Tottenham, straight away my thought was, no, he's done. I forgot that there's that mental fragility that's there. There's those scars from Madrid, from Chelsea, now from Man United. There's almost desperation in his actions. And for me today, I haven't looked at the overall stats, but like 82 minutes, Everton coming to White Hart Lane and having double the amount of chances, double the amount of shots, more possession. Their players outshining you. And the interesting thing is, you made that Sissoko change when what you needed to do was to stop, for me, two players in that game. Allen from dictating the play in the middle, and then you had to stop James Rodriguez, who literally had the freedom of North London on that right-hand side.
Yeah.
And there was no tactical decision made to change anything. And listen, let's not take anything away from Everton here, who were excellent to a man today. Absolutely excellent to a man. They deserve the victory. There's no doubt about it. But to see Jose Mourinho, this isn't some average manager that Ancelotti was up against today. It is Jose Mourinho, but he is Jose Mourinho by name only.
The worst thing, what I was going to say, the worst thing about it is he's got the squad there. This isn't Jose Mourinho with, like, I don't know, West Brom squad or Fulham squad, for example, or something like that. He's got a squad of players that have performed to the top level in the Premier League. There are, like, a couple of years back, anyone would have wanted Kane or Son in their team. Do you know what I mean? And do you know what, quickly, just before you carry on, I want to get onto Shermanator over there, Samuel, yeah? With the sunglasses on. What is he talking about? Doherty had a bad game.
Listen, he got done a couple of times and he was so slow today.
Does everyone else think Doherty had a bad game? Because I think Doherty was actually
Doherty was fine, Samuel. I know you hate Spurs, but
Højbjerg did. I thought Højbjerg was
I'd agree with that.
I got a point here. I want to say something on top.
Go on, Gal, go for it. You're an Arsenal fan. Give us your reaction to Tottenham losing.
Josh, I'm no salt here. Serious talks. There's a sense of complacency from the board at Tottenham. They're okay with having Kane, Son, and Dele Alli being the main guys, and they're not trying to refresh that squad. They're not trying to invest in any new players. They're okay with bringing Bergwijn in January and getting cheap buys. But when it comes to every other team strengthening, Chelsea, even ourselves, you can make fun of the signings we've made, but we tried to strengthen our team. You guys paid 15 million for Matt Doherty. He's a quality player. But besides that, you can't tell me that Højbjerg is an improvement to your midfield. You can't tell me that Joe Hart is an improvement to your goalkeeping situation. None of that breeds a team that's top level. And Spurs, to me, they're going back to a lower level because they can't buy the quality of players that they need to buy to stay at the place that they need to stay at.
Look, I'll tell you, Igal, I actually, as an Arsenal fan, I respect you, innit? Like I do respect your opinion, but this is where people have got it wrong. This is not investment that is the problem here right now. Like right now, the problem is Jose Mourinho. I don't want to go crazy after one game. He could turn it round and I'll support him. I'm still going to back him. I'm not saying sack him tonight or anything. But right now, the squad that we've got, I believe the squad that we've got is better than your squad, for example. It's a squad that could achieve better things. It could play better football. But the fact that we've got Jose Mourinho wanting to play this certain type of football, it's not suited to this squad. It's not even suited to the fans, the culture of the club. We are a club that, you know, growing up, I didn't get to see my club lift many trophies, innit? Like, you lot might laugh at me, but the truth is I didn't. What I did get to do, though, is see my club play good football. So bringing Jose Mourinho in was the polar opposite of what we should have done. That's my thoughts on it.
And you're absolutely right there. You're absolutely right. We're going to add a few more people to the stream here. We've got David with us again. Hello, David. And we've got Victor here. Victor, who do you support, Victor? Who do you support, bro?
I support Liverpool. I'm a Liverpool supporter, but I'm aware of
Tottenham and Everton's game today.
Well, obviously, it was a bit all over the place. I can't lie. It was a bit all over the place. You think that Jose Mourinho, with the experience that he's got, that he would make better decisions. You think that his effect on the players would be a bit different. But obviously, it is what it is. They messed up. They did mess up. They messed up badly. I didn't think getting I don't even know how to pronounce his name. That signing from Southampton. Yeah, no.
Højbjerg.
It wasn't a necessary signing. It just wasn't. I really don't think it was what he was doing. I didn't see the effect that he had before he was on that pitch and after he was on that pitch in terms of when he was at Southampton and now he's at Tottenham. So it is.
Interesting comment here that I want to pose, more also to Josh than anybody else, from iTest, who says, "Tell me a striker more overrated than Harry Kane."
Every other striker in the world, like Kane. Come on, like you can't. You have to put some respect on.
For everything that he did today was class.
Yeah, exactly. Did you see that ball he put through for Doherty? Obviously, I didn't see it first time, but like Kane is so much more than what people want to say. Like he's got injury problems, but if he stays fit this season, he'll get the Golden Boot. Every season that he stayed fit, he gets the Golden Boot. Like
his issue in this Jose Mourinho system is man plays number 10 more than he plays number 9. That's the problem.
Yeah, and like I said it in my opening words, and I stand by this, and I look at the camera. I know you're not going to watch this, Harry. I know no one you know is going to watch this, but I beg, if you come across it, I'm not saying this through any salt. It doesn't need to be my club. Please, mate, you're one of the greatest English strikers my country has ever produced. I want to see you win trophies. I want to see you, and not just the Carabao Cup, not the Audi Cup, not an FA Cup semi-final. I'm talking you are a Champions League winning, Premier League winning level player. And if you stay at Tottenham under Jose Mourinho, your career is going to end quick, bruv. You've got to get yourself out of there. Victor, I appreciate you coming on, mate. We're going to jump into some more calls.
Yeah.
Look, I've got something to say on that, yeah?
Oh, mate.
He is a little overrated, though. Let's be honest.
Oh, shut up, Miguel.
No,
No, he's not.
no, he's
No,
not.
one second.
No,
No, he's not. No, he's not.
Miguel, mate, Miguel, stop. Miguel, stop talking. Miguel, why, in your opinion, is Harry Kane overrated?
By media and fans, he's overrated based on the fact that they try to put him in the top echelon of the world. He has done it. He has done it consistently, but he has never won anything. He's never gotten his team to a point where they could win a trophy. Yes, they went to a Champions League final, but not with him. Lucas Moura did that, not Kane. Okay.
Hang on. So Harry Kane wasn't instrumental in earlier rounds that helped get you there.
Exactly.
No, what I'm saying is Kane has never actually gotten his team to a point where they're in a winning position to win a major trophy.
Igal, that is why he's so good, because he's been in a poor side. He has been in a poor side, and if he was in, like, say he played for Chelsea, or he played for, I'm not even going to say United because they ain't been at the races for the past like 5 years, or whatever. Like, I don't know, City or something like that. I honestly believe that he would perform just as good, maybe better than Aguero in that system, or just as good.
Where do you rank him? Where do you rank him in the world?
I rank him as the best striker in the world. But
That's why I say he's overrated, because you can't rank him as the best in the world when he's not the best in the world.
Igal, question to you, Igal. Before this FA Cup, had Aubameyang won anything with Arsenal before that point?
Exactly.
No.
No,
I'm not putting Aubameyang ahead of him.
No.
I'm not saying that.
No. What I'm saying is, before that point, would you still have said that Aubameyang is one of the best strikers in the world?
Yes, because he's done it consistently.
But by your logic,
so has Kane. Kane.
He can't be, because he didn't win anything before that point.
Yeah, and that's why
I'm not saying Aubameyang's number one. This is where you're getting me confused. I'm not saying Aubameyang's number one.
Not everybody thinks that Harry Kane's number one. A lot of Tottenham fans will say that, right? And they've got every right to, because we like to blow up our players more and do this. Harry Kane is just spoken about, generally speaking, as being in the same class as some of the best in the world. And I agree. If you put Harry Kane in the City team over the last 5 years, the Liverpool team, because Harry Kane can ball. He ain't just he ain't a Michael Owen finisher. We saw today that chip pass over the top. If you were to show people Zidane doing that, or Bergkamp doing that, or KDB doing it, the world will be sitting there in front of their computers, pop, 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 splash.
Yeah, it's true.
Harry Kane does it. Everybody ignores it. It was brilliant. And like I've said, that's why I want Harry Kane to leave, because I feel like he needs to go to a team that's in a position to win, score the goals, win the trophies, and shut everyone up. Otherwise, he'll retire. He might retire breaking Shearer's goal scoring record. But we know trophies, and people will say, but you never won anything. And the problem with the never winning anything scenario is that you are talking about an individual's ability and contributions versus what he does in the team. One of the greatest Premier League players of all time is a man called Matt Letizia. I know no one likes him now for his political views, but as a footballer, Matt Letizia killed it. Go look at what he won. Very little.
I've got to address the Kane thing, yeah. As in you keep saying Kane should leave, yeah. This is going to, especially a lot of Tottenham fans in the one second, just start a GoFundMe to Renato. Zane. Look. A lot of Tottenham fans, especially if they're watching right now, they'll be like, "What are you talking about, Josh?" Yeah. But you see, last season, I had this realization that that Kane might go his whole career without winning a trophy. Like he could, because it's getting to the point where he's getting older and he's injury prone as well. So it's like, whereas Man United a couple years ago, they would have gone, yeah, we'll have Harry Kane. Yeah, like, but now they might be like, oh, do you know what? Maybe we'll just stick with Martial because at least he's going to be like a thing the whole season. But wait, one sec. This is my point. I thought to myself, now that the Poch era is done, it might actually be best for everyone involved. I don't want Kane to go, innit? Yeah, but he deserves to win trophies. It might be best for him to go if Tottenham can get a decent manager in, like after this Jose era. If Kane hasn't won anything by the time he's like 28, Kane goes, we get 150 million and invest that with a new young manager and play some good football. Because right now, Kane's going to be stuck here. He's not winning anything. And it's like, is this really what his legacy is going to be? Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. That's all I come down to. He needs to go and he needs to win somewhere elsewhere. We're going to go to Dilly in a minute, who just joined us. Do me a favor, everyone tuning in. 4,487 people watching. Hit the like button right now. Really important to the Football Terrace that you do that. Share this. There's lots of Gooners in the comment section. So share this with your Gooner friends. Get everybody involved. Come laugh at Josh because Tottenham have just dropped a disaster class. If you're an Everton fan, please phone in as well. The StreamYard link is in the description below. We want to hear from you because you were excellent today as well. No disrespect at all.
Yeah, and Everton are going to batter Arsenal when they face them as well. So
I'm not even worried about that right now.
Let's get this stream right now past 1,000 likes, please, ladies and gentlemen. It'd be amazing if you could help us do that. Comment. We're going to say in super chat in a minute. But Dilly, who do you support, mate?
United, man.
Let me give me your thoughts on Tottenham's performance today.
Shambles. What else can you say? It's Tottenham, man. Like Jose is finished, man. I was watching, like I was really waiting for this game to watch it and be like, I just want to see how Spurs are gonna perform. Absolutely nothing, man. Absolutely nothing. Even the substitutions, I'm like, why? The whole 90 minutes, I would give Spurs like 5 minutes. I would say Spurs were brilliant for 5 minutes. That's pretty much it.
I think everybody here would agree with you. I mean, myself, Josh, and David, and KJ, we watched the game live. We did a watch along for it, and
you predicted it. You predicted the subs.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. Oh, were you watching the go? Yeah. Yeah.
And what I will say, I said it on air, but I know there's thousands more people watching right now, and I'll stand by what I'm about to say. For me, with Jose Mourinho, it isn't even the decisions that he's making. It isn't that Sissoko came on. It isn't that Ndombele doesn't start. It isn't that Mora was in over Bergwijn. The problem is I don't think these Tottenham players believe in him. I don't think Jose believes in himself. He's Jose Mourinho by name now. He's living on reputation. He's like Bob Geldof. Do you know what I mean? He's dining out on a #1 hit from like the 70s or something, bruv. Like no longer relevant. That is what Jose is. He's done brilliant things in football, but he's dining out on it. He's past it. And it isn't the style of football. It isn't the tactics. It's the man implementing them. And at the end of the day, Jose Mourinho, in my opinion, is absolutely, categorically finished. Dilly, thank you for joining us, mate, and giving us your opinions. We're going to throw another caller on here. We've got Raphael, welcome to the Football Terrace.
Listen, can you hear me?
Yes, bro. Who do you support?
I support Liverpool. I am sick of this Jose slander. I can't believe this. Cannot believe this.
Go for
it.
Speak up.
Okay. He needs investment. He spent, 50, almost just maybe about 60 mil at Spurs since he's come in. And everyone's slandering him like he's spent loads of money. Like the squad he's inherited was winning Premier Leagues. No, it wasn't.
Right.
Is that it?
No, but it was qualifying for the top 4. He needs.
Okay. But everyone else improved at the same time as when Poch left, when he came in, right? So he needs investment before we can judge him and say, he's washed, he's past it. I don't think you can do that. And if you look at his spending at Man United, you can debate whether all those signings were his signings anyway. Look at when he's been given money and he's been allowed to spend it. Chelsea, especially the first round at Chelsea, Madrid, he won. He's proven that he's a winner. So why are we treating him like he's some scrub? He's not. Jose is not a scrub.
No, Raf, we get what you're saying, but look how long ago those times were. So football is a sport that's ever changing, ever moving forward. He won when he won the treble with Inter, over 10 years ago or 10 years ago. Like, no one's saying that he's no longer one of the greatest managers.
Literally said he's washed.
No, no one said no. Let me finish. Oh, sorry, mate. Sorry. No one's saying that he's no longer one of the greatest managers to ever live. That's facts. Like he is. He's won some of the most trophies. He's done amazing things in football. But if you look at the evidence of his last 2 stints in modern times, in the last 2 years, he's not been performing well as a manager. And I don't think any hopes and dreams and reminiscing will bring that back.
I don't think it's reminiscent. I think it's simple investment. Has he had time to make this squad his? Yes or no?
But that squad he's got what, a £50 million player in Ndombele. He's got the Lo Celso. He's got Harry Kane. He's basically what, a £80 million to £100 million player. Son, a good £70 million player.
Højbjerg is his signing.
There are players already of value in that squad.
And let me just address this. He hasn't spent. Okay, now Jedson's a loan, but with a buy clause at the end of it of £60 million. That was a Jose Mourinho player that he wanted. We even saw a large elements of that in All or Nothing. That's a collective amount of money that's committed to players under Jose. Forget what they've had to pay for other individuals that were contracted to them. It's £127 million of investment so far committed to Jose Mourinho's future in players that Spurs have made. However, aside from that, and aside from time, it's nothing to do with his style. It's nothing to do with his implementation or his tactics. Jose Mourinho's ability to manage people, handle difficult situations from the end of Real Madrid, Chelsea, United, and now Tottenham, the signs are there. The way he falls out with players, the arguments he has with individuals, the way he treats people, the winning edge, the arrogance, the aura around Jose Mourinho, for me, has gone. And I don't even mean it disrespectfully. I said this during the live stream, and I stand by it, I'll say it again. I look at him the same way I would look at a Mike Tyson or a Frank Bruno who wants to get in the ring with Anthony Joshua. Please, you gave me great memories as a kid. Please don't damage yourself now by staying around too long, because you know what? My era of football fans laugh at Kevin Keegan. Do people realize what an icon of football this man was? But because of the way he behaves as a manager and the way he fizzled out, people lose respect for him. And there's a generation of football fans who are only going to ever remember the failure of Jose Mourinho if he stays around. Now, if he turns the season around, great. I'll hold my hands up and say I was wrong, but I cannot see it for the life. What have you seen at Tottenham, Raphael, that makes you think he's going to pull off another, what he's there to do? Pull off another Porto, pull off another Inter, pull off another Chelsea. What have you seen? What's the evidence that he's going to do that so far at Tottenham? Nearly 12 months in.
I haven't seen enough at Tottenham to support my point, but at the same time, he hasn't been given enough investment to judge him. I think what he said about what he did at Man United that season, he finished second, won the Europa. I think he did well with the squad he had at United. And what you're saying about him being, not the man management and everything since Real Madrid, right? I feel like his second stint at Chelsea, at Man United, he didn't really. Did he really have the backing of the board? Like, was he? Yes. Do you think he had like 100%? They 100% believed in him, everything his way, and we're just going to give him the money and let him do his thing? I disagree. I don't think so. In my opinion, I don't think so.
Yeah, I agree with you slightly, because in that second season, I think he got 2 players he wanted, which was Romelu Lukaku and Nemanja Matic. I don't believe he wanted Lindelof. Like, I don't.
Paul Pogba. I think he wanted Bailly. He said Bailly, right?
On the Victor Lindelof situation, he personally scouted Victor Lindelof twice early on in the season, was seen at the ground. There was a lot of talk about us going for him in the January. He did want him. Jose was back in his first 2 years at Man United. What started to go wrong just after his new deal, and this is more the club's issue than anybody else's. He wanted to get rid of Pogba and he wanted to get rid of Anthony Martial. Now, for a minute, everyone forget their own bias around what you want. The club said no. Now, the club, to an extent, are wrong for saying no, because if you bring Jose Mourinho in, you give him what he wants, or he's never a success. That has been proven. When it all started to fall apart at Chelsea, it was every time he was told no. In the early stage, when he's given everything he wants, he's the man. So we know that he's that type of character. And by the way, that's Jose. But
Terry, the thing is, like you said, it's happened straight away with us. Levy has gone. You can't. You want to sell Tango and Ndombele, the guy we just paid 65 mil for? No,
but that's not Jose's fault. That's the Jose way.
Okay, but he's not going to work out for Spurs.
If Klopp leaves, I will take Jose any day. any
Bruv,
day. I'll take Jose.
Whoa,
Like,
whoa.
if you give him. Yes, I know the way Liverpool are run by FSG, it doesn't match, what the Jose way. But I think he's a fantastic manager. I think if Spurs were to just do what he says, back him, I fear Spurs.
Bro,
We
listen,
haven't got the money. We haven't got the money to back him.
Raphael, let me just end your call by saying this. It's not Jose's fault. Levy doesn't let him do what he wants. I get that. Equally, it's not, if I go and kick a hornet's nest, it's not the hornet's fault. They're still going to sting me. I'm still going to feel their wrath. If you kick Jose Mourinho's hornet's nest, which is him, you're going to feel his wrath. He doesn't handle it well. And because it's happened so often in his career, it's like any kind of mental scar you have, any physical scar you have, it opens up quick and easy. And what I have seen, and it's my belief, is every team since Madrid, those scars have been opened quicker, like a boxer with the bad eye, and he cuts every time. And that's what I feel. But Raphael, you made some good points, though, bruv. Some people will agree with you on that. Thank you very much for coming on as ever. Do me a favor, everyone tuning in, 4,900 people. Ooh. We're close to breaking a record here. Do me a big favor. Please hit the like button right now. Let's get this past 1,000. Let's get it past 2,000 likes, God damn it. Let's get it past 2,000 likes right now. Everyone hit the like and all share it. If every single one of you shared this video now on YouTube, we'd break the damn internet. So please share it for us and make sure you're subscribing to the Football Terrace. Next up on the stream, he looked like he wanted to say a lot behind the scenes. We got Alex. Alex, what you saying, bro? Who do you support? Oh, you're on mute, brother. You're on mute.
Oh. Yeah, I support Tottenham.
Lovely. Great to hear from another Tottenham fan. Give me your thoughts on today and Jose Mourinho in general, bruv.
I just wanted to just come on because I'm just getting fed up of hearing some of the. I've got two Man United fans up there, one Chelsea fan. I've only got one Tottenham fan here talking. And to be honest with you, no disrespect to you, Terry, because it's your show and I love your show. But I just wanted to say, this is what we expect. What did Tottenham fans expect? What did Tottenham fans expect?
I didn't expect to lose 1-0 at home to Everton.
No, but let me
finish.
Let me make my point. It was the biggest mistake, and I'll keep on saying it. I'm going to say it all the time. It was the biggest mistake sacking Pochettino. And I knew straight away it was a bad mistake because he was never backed. Okay. We overachieved with the squad that we had because, he created stars. And I've always said it. He created stars. And now look at the problems we're having at the moment. We haven't got the money to spend all this, to spend on players. We've taken a loan out. We've literally taken a loan out to cover all the losses that we have. We have to be clever in the market to get the players that we want. I mean, I do understand there are frustrations with Tottenham fans at the moment that we haven't got the players that we want and stuff like that. But we haven't got the money. We haven't spent, historically, Tottenham have not spent a lot of money. And after the Champions League final, I keep on saying, after the Champions League final, we had the chance to go out there and spend and trying to make the squad better and we refresh the squad. But we didn't do it. So what are we going to do now? You see what I'm saying? I was watching the game calmly because I was sitting there thinking, well, what did Tottenham fans expect? What did we expect?
Can I ask you a question, Alex, bro? And look, I get your point. I'm glad you've thrown up as a Spurs fan. We are a literal neutral channel where everyone comes on and speaks. But I agree with you. What did Tottenham fans expect? In the cold light of day, Jose has shown, I think, that he's past his best. What's your reaction to Spurs fans that keep saying, give him time, spend more money, he'll turn it round, it's Jose Mourinho? Do you think they're living in cloud cuckoo land, or do you think they're making some good points?
Well, he's going to get the time because, unbelievably, this is Levy's man. Levy's wanted him he's been trying to get him for a long time, which I'm shocked about. I'm really shocked about because you think Jose Mourinho and Levy don't work. But from what I've heard, he loves him. He absolutely loves him. So I think he will get the season. He will literally get the season to prove himself at the moment. But this whole thing about, it's about a squad. You see what I'm saying? This is what Pochettino had. He understood how to use a squad, understood how to make the squad better, create stars. You see what I'm saying? How to make, get the squad unity. We weren't Spursy. Now this is Spursy. People have a go at me because they're saying, "Oh, this is not Spursy. This is Spursy. This is literally Spursy all over again." All I hear from Tottenham fans, we need to get a trophy. I'll get a Carabao Cup. Okay, we need top 4 because we need to pay off the stadium. It's quite obvious. It's just, unfortunately, Tottenham fans need to be realistic. We haven't got the money at the moment. We've got a
Do
stadium
you think
to
you
pay
missed a
for.
chance?
Terry,
You
can
think-
I address Alex, please?
Yeah, go on, Josh. Go on, Josh. As a Spurs fan, go for it, bro.
First of all, Alex, big up yourself. We need more Spurs fans on this channel, man. So please keep coming back, man. I agree with you on quite a lot of things. First of all, I don't think we should have sacked Pochettino. And I agree, like, what did we expect with Jose Mourinho? But we do need to get this thing out of our head of that we don't spend, because last season we were one of the highest spenders, and we did go out after that Champions League and we bought 2 like expensive midfielders, and we were active in the market basically. The problems
But Josh, before you say this, because you need to listen to Alistair Gold. Yeah, if you listen to Alistair Gold, he's a press officer for Tottenham. Yeah,
right. Yeah. I know Alistair Gold.
He's made it clear. We are not going to spend money this season, right?
Because of COVID.
And unfortunately, this is the reality. This is reality at the moment. Okay, we have not.
But don't think that we don't have money, though, Alex. Don't think about.
Yeah,
look,
but, mate,
in fact, one sec. Let me say something. That is going to calm a lot of Spurs fans that are watching this. And it's the absolute truth. And I'm 100% certain about this. Levy is not a great football man, but what he is he is a good businessman. And he has done. One sec, I'm not finished. What he's done to Tottenham has made us that we are now too big to fail. As in, we make too much money from our stadium. Like, we probably make next to Man United, we make the most money from our stadium. The stadium that we're paying off in bonds. We don't have to pay it off for like 35, 45 years or something like that. And it's only costing us 5 million a year. The way that he's built us from a business standpoint, and even like you see with the documentary, the way he's built up the profile of the club, even if we go back down this season, we finish 7th, we finish 8th next season or something, we will have the money to invest.
But
we will come back in it.
I'm not arguing with you on that one. He's a good businessman. He's a very good businessman. We're not out of business, because a lot of clubs are going out of business at the moment because of the current situation. So we are very lucky because he's a good businessman. The stadium's absolutely amazing. Honestly, I've been there. It's an amazing stadium. Honestly, you can watch everything. You can see everything on the pitch. Absolutely fantastic. But the thing is, realistically, we are not going to spend money, and it's frustrating.
This season, no. This season, no. This season, we're not going to.
Josh, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
I think you missed your point.
Unfortunately, we can't spend the money. We're not going to spend the wages.
But we spent money last season. That's what I'm saying. The first season that we're in our new stadium. The first season that we're in our new
20 million. Why do we got Wilson at 20 million? Why do we not get Wilson at 20 million?
Because Wilson's dead. That's why. Wilson is not a top 6 striker. That's why.
No, but that's what I'm saying. We were in for Wilson because the fact.
Yeah, because we didn't want to pay for a top 6 striker. What I mean is.
Remember, because you have to think about the European regulations about squads. We've got 17.
We sorted that out now.
No, we haven't. We haven't sorted it out. No, we haven't sorted it out. No, we have not sorted it out. Sorry.
We got Doherty. What is our homegrown quota right now? What is our homegrown quota?
It's not very good. It's not very good.
Yes, it is. You're watching too much. You're reading too much Alistair Gold. You're reading too much Alistair Gold. It's fine now.
That's why.
We've got 2 spaces. We've got 2 spaces. We've got 2 spaces. Look it up. We've got 2 spaces, isn't it?
No.
So we decided not to get Callum Wilson. We decided not to get Callum Wilson because we're going to get a better striker.
We have not got space. Okay, I understand what you're saying.
Look up the squad.
No, mate. Honestly,
I can't take this guy seriously now, man. Honestly.
Okay. You can argue with me how much you want. We'll have a debate here. Fair debate. Yeah. Okay.
All right. So what's your point then?
What? Okay, don't need to be rude. I'm just trying to make a point. I'm saying to you, non-British players, we've already got 17 already. Okay, that's why it's 1 in, 1 out. That's why you need to get Aurier out, unfortunately. Okay, to get another foreign player.
We brought in Joe Hart and Doherty, and we don't have that exact same problem anymore. We've got 2 spaces now.
We still.
That's why we signed who we signed. That's why we signed who we signed.
Yeah, well, we have to agree to disagree on that one, unfortunately. We have to agree to
Boyd,
disagree.
it's a really good debate, and I'm really proud of him. I'm really proud that everybody else sat back quietly and listened to a debate without everyone jumping in. It was perfect. We've added Danny, Devil in the Details, to this. Obviously, you're a United fan, so you've got no direct dog in this fight, but you've experienced Jose Mourinho. I'd love your take on this, mate.
You know what it is like. I think you guys are overreacting to this result so much. Listen, I've got no love for Mourinho. I've already made the point on this platform that he's past his prime. However, Tottenham need a manager who's in his prime because they have to achieve to succeed. That's Tottenham's problem. That's why I think there's an overreaction to this. Ain't a Jose Mourinho problem. This is a Daniel Levy problem. And to Josh's point he made before you guys got into that debate about the foreign players, you guys didn't strike while the iron was hot. It's all well and good you guys trying to spend money from 7th. You should have been spending money when you were 2nd and 3rd. That was the time to spend. Harry Kane's been a top performer for 5 seasons straight. You haven't given Harry Kane a backup. You haven't had a decent backup striker the entire time Harry Kane's been in his prime. You said you don't have a squad problem, Joshua. Danny Rose, Vertonghen, Alderweireld, Trippier. Is that a better back four than you have now? Yes or no, Joshua?
Sorry, Danny.
Just yes or no. Just yes or no. Is that a better back four? Yes or no?
Oh yeah. No, that was a bet. Well,
okay.
In its prime, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to move on. Midfield, you could have put out a midfield when Poch was at the height with Tottenham of Wanyama, Dembele, and Eriksen. Do you have a better? Can you put a better midfield out now? Central midfielders. Can you put a better midfield out?
No, but you're getting it twisted.
Exactly.
I didn't say we didn't. I said we didn't have a squad homegrown problem. Not that we have a squad.
No. Earlier on in the stream, you said you didn't have a squad problem because you were going at Mourinho, and that's what Mourinho does. This is the. Don't get me wrong. He's bad for your football club. This is what he does to you. You get so angry, you lose your logic a little bit because Mourinho he sort of stirs that within you. But the reality is, you guys are in decline because you didn't spend money when you had a top team. You have Lo Celso, but you were supposed to keep Eriksen and add Lo Celso, not sell Eriksen, then add Lo Celso. That's why you're in the position that you're in right now. Jose Mourinho is about 30% of your problem. 70% of your problem is Daniel Levy, as you did it with Harry Redknapp. When Harry Redknapp took you guys to the Champions League, you had Van der Vaart, you had all these players. You didn't go again and spend. That's what you have to do. When you're in that position, when your football club rises to a certain point, if you don't strengthen your squad, you're in big trouble. And this is why I still think you guys will finish 5th or 6th or might sneak into the top 4 if United or Chelsea drop the ball. I don't think you're going to finish 8th, 9th or 10th. You're still going to be in the top 6, top 7 this season. But I think you guys are massively, Tottenham's problem, like Mourinho's a small part of the Tottenham problem. Like as Manchester United fans, we always discuss the 7 years that have led up to Ole taking over because they impact what's happening at the football club now. For me, it's the exact same problem for Tottenham.
And I agree. I want to say on that point.
Yeah.
Jose is what Jose is. And when we talk about him, I'll say those things. But the person who is ultimately to blame is Levy for putting him in that position. You know, he has put that, you know, it's almost like, you know, the expression of like, he literally put the gun in Jose's hand. Does that make sense? Like he has done it. He's loaded the gun. He's wound him up and then sent him off. Do you know what I mean? And it's sort of, I just think it's so aggressive. And I think what Daniel said is right. I would love Alex's take on that. Do you think it was
I need to address that as well.
Yeah, I want both of you to do it. Aside of Alex, do you think it was 2 or 3 years ago that you should have been signing these players? You know, you should have been, because again, the Harry Kane point is massive. You don't have anyone to replace him when he gets injured, and he does get injured a fair bit. What's your thoughts on what Danny said?
I don't think it's important that we should have had a rebuild. Definitely, when Pochettino said, definitely. I think it's quite silly to say that we need to spend loads of money because Leicester are proven that if you research on players, you can get some good players and develop them and into very good players and make them into a good squad. And Spurs haven't spent a lot of money anyway, and they were still doing well anyway. So, you know, I'm not going to look at the Mourinho situation because the thing is, Mourinho, I think is going to be successful due to, I feel the person I really feel sorry for at the moment is Ledley King as a coach at the moment, because I think it was a masterstroke to have him as a coach at Tottenham, and I think he could have an influence on the team as well as Sacramento, who's very highly rated. So I think, I mean, those are the obstacles that I'm hoping that are going to help Jose, you know,
I agree. I see Ledley
as well.
King. I see Ledley King coming in.
You know. And by the way, Josh, I do. You know, at the end of the day, I'm not disrespecting you, Josh, because the thing is, we're Tottenham fans. We all want the same thing. So I'm not. I wasn't having a go at you earlier. So I do apologise if I did sound.
I think you guys missed the trick.
Yeah,
you guys should have sold. You guys, I think you guys should have sold Kane when he was worth like 200 million and reinvested that into the squad.
They've done that before with Bale.
Right now.
They've done that with Bale.
Yeah, look.
Maybe not.
It didn't work out.
I want to address everything that Daniel.
He had a point about Leicester.
Look,
Joshua's still salty because I've got him in a group chat. That's why Joshua wants to address it.
Gal loves selling the best player in his squad.
Look.
Oh, this is a top show, so address it, bro. Go on.
Yeah, basically, so what Daniel was saying is true, but what you got to understand is with Tottenham, what you're a Man United fan. You don't understand the concept of money, like as in Tottenham. It's the truth. You're the richest club.
He's right.
You're the richest club on the planet. Like we could never compete with even 10% of you. Like so, when we were building this stadium that we've scraped all this money together for, like. Obviously, we couldn't spend big. And then this team, we got this coach that propelled this team to levels that we never thought that it would get to. Do you think Levy really thought when he brought Poch in that he'd finish second like the following season?
Exactly.
Like he never. So basically, yes. You're 100% right. We should have strengthened. Yeah. If you look back, we did make signings. we did make signings, but we didn't make the big money signings, and there's nothing. I can't fault Levy for that. I can't fault Poch for that. We don't have the money to compete in the market the same way.
You're misunderstanding my point. So yeah, I'm a Man United fan. Trust me, I understand money. But like the Glazers have taken $1 billion out of my football club, so trust me, I understand the concept.
And you can still afford any player on the planet.
Yeah, no. As it relates to Tottenham, you didn't keep doing you didn't spend big to get to where you were. You just stopped making impactful signings at your level. So you have such a good scouting network. You could have found somebody to back up Harry Kane for 35 million, but you didn't. You never did.
We have a terrible scouting network.
No, you don't have a terrible scouting network. Really? Hold on. You got Ericsson for how much? You got Dele Alli for how much?
You got Ericsson.
You got Son. Hold on. You got Son for how much?
Our scouting network is our scouting network.
Danny, technically, they tried to do that with Vincent Janssen, and it didn't.
Yeah, exactly. We tried with Vincent Janssen. Look, one second. Maybe it was good.
Just guys, I like the argument there. We've added Gabriel. Gabriel, who do you support?
Manchester United.
Oh, you're a United fan, okay, as well.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll come to your opinion on that in a. Come on, you. I don't know who this person is coming through. We'll come to yourself in a minute for an opinion. I'm not sure where Ram was talking. Someone walks in his room in it. You know his mum and dad came in. There still.
Yeah, Elite Opinions is chatting bare smack. So obviously, come get into the show, fam.
With Tottenham.
Joshua, you couldn't have got a Callum Wilson for 25 mil. There are things you couldn't have guys to back up Harry Kane.
I said that.
You remind me of my nan. You're calling me Joshua. He's calling me Joshua. Joshua.
Danny, there's a difference between having a good scouting network and finding players and having a couple consistent hits. That's what I feel
Leicester have a good scouting network. Spurs
exactly,
had
that's what I'm saying.
A couple of consistent hits, innit?
We can hear you, Alex.
We got lucky at the same time.
We can hear you, Alex.
Leicester. They don't need to say anymore.
Hold on a second. So you guys signed Lloris, Jan Vertonghen, Alderweireld.
This is over the space of 5 years, you know. We signed Lloris and
that's how you build a team. You build a team over 5 years.
Everyone makes some good signings.
Your scouting network isn't trash. Come on, don't act like your scouting network's trash.
No, it's not. It's
we signed Stambouli. We signed.
Guys. One sec. We'll continue in a second. Do me a big favor. Still in 5,000 people tuning in. 1,100 likes. We want to hit the 2,000 like mark while we are live. I would never have believed it that the 3 biggest live streams ever in the history of the Football Terrace would have been for a City game, a Barcelona game, and a Spurs game. Who knew? Big teams that we cover on here. Hit that like button for us right about now, please. It's so important to us that we get that done. Gabriel, I want your opinion on this. You're a Man United fan, which means you understand football massively. Let's get you thinking, bro. Go on.
But I think, first of all, I want to just touch on Pochettino at Spurs. I think, obviously,
Oh, hang on.
wasn't a-
You've done before. You just got different hair. I didn't-
I was gonna say, Terry, you know what I mean?
Welcome back, man. You look like a little bit of a rude boy last time. Now you literally look like Harry Potter. This is amazing.
Yeah, no,
What's that, Ed
no.
Sheeran?
Speak up, bro. Go on. Sorry.
Yeah, so on Poch, I think it was just unfortunate because obviously Spurs were building a new stadium. They needed the funds for that. So obviously they couldn't invest in the team. So I remember for like two years that hadn't made a signing. Like I remember maybe 1 year and a half or 2 years that hadn't made a signing, which is detrimental for the team and for the rebuild and to refresh the squad. So Spurs were in it was just in a bad moment because obviously Poch is a project manager, but if you can't refresh the squad and improve the squad, then you can't go any further. So it was inevitable that he was going to get sacked, unfortunately. And now he's brought in a manager in Mourinho, who's like a ready-made manager who needs a squad who's ready now. He's not a project manager, so the decision to appoint Mourinho for me was very suspect, and I don't think it's going to end well. And it's not on either guy's fault. It's just they don't match. They just don't match.
That's a great point. One of my old managers said this to me once when I got a complaint. I helped a customer out. I saved the customer £200,000 a year. And he blogged an official complaint about me because he said I pushed too hard to make him sign up to something. And I lost my temper. And my manager basically said, he gave me the weirdest analogy, but as I got older, it made sense. He just said, like, do you like jam sandwiches? I said, yeah. I mean, do you like cheese sandwiches? I said, yeah. Well, what's that got to do with anything? He said, well, together they'd be horrible, wouldn't they? And that's all he said. And he walked away. And then a little while later, I was like, I kind of get what he meant. Sometimes just two people together don't quite work. And maybe that's what we're seeing right about now. Alex, I want to ask you a question as a Spurs fan. Where are you finishing this season, bro?
We need to get top four. Unfortunately, we have to get top four. I don't. If we don't get top four, it just doesn't. It makes the whole point of what happened last season pointless, absolutely pointless, and we're going to be going backwards.
Yo, Crab, you awake?
I'm sorry, but people can laugh how much you want. But
no, they're laughing at Prime, mate. Don't worry.
We're laughing at Prime, not you.
Yeah, not you. It's Zayn.
They're not laughing at you, bro. Not laughing at you.
I'd never laugh at you. We're Spurs.
Yeah. No, Josh, because as I said, I want to apologise to Josh because obviously I didn't want to look like I was having a go at him, but because I think we're just both frustrated at the moment. But I mean, again, like I said, I think the last person who was the Man United fan made I forgot his name now. Not the
Gabriel
came up before. Not the,
Harry Potter, the
first one. No, the one.
Devil in the details. Yeah. Devil in the details. Yeah.
Devil in the details. I think you're right. It's only the first game, and I'm calm about the whole thing. The only thing frustrating for me is that when I'm hearing people say, "Why do we not get Thiago? Why do we not get Bell? Why do we not get this player? Why do we not get this player?" It's not going to happen. You see what I'm saying? We've got to.
But we've never been that club. That's the thing.
Exactly. We've never been that club. So it's just trying to understand how Tottenham are now. You see what I'm saying? Because the clear thing is, if we were that good, if we were going to do things, we should have done something when Pochettino was in charge. When we got the Champions League final, that was the marketing tool. That was the time to sell out.
No, I hear that.
Look at us. We've got to the Champions League final. We could go this. Liverpool did.
But that was our biggest investment summer. That's the thing, Alex. That's what I'm trying to say.
Everyone's been talking about this.
No, but we should have made some changes.
We've got another Spurs fan we're adding to the stream now. It's been a while since he has been on. Elite Opinions is with us. Elite Opinions. Tottenham have started the season poorly. Give us your opinions, bro.
He's on mute. Okay.
Unmute yourself. Go on, mate.
Cue the crime music, Terry.
Unmute.
Elite Opinions.
Elite Opinions, you're on mute.
They're not elite if you can't say them.
You might not even be there, you know. You might not even be there.
Unmute yourself, you fraud.
Okay, so maybe I can just one sec. So I think Levy got it wrong. Maybe he should have built the team to like maybe an elite. So he should have let Pochettino build the team at White Hart Lane. It's a difficult stadium to pronounce. Build the team first and then build the stadium, because now the problem is he built the stadium while he was building the team, so that's the problem financially.
But look, let me address that. Yeah, Gabriel. Yeah. He won the lottery. He did not expect Pochettino to make this team a top 4 team.
Yeah,
he was thinking, oh, we're going to build this stadium and we're going to be top 6 at best. Yeah. And the second thing that I want to say quickly is that Levy's problem was not sacking Poch. Poch had an awful
No, of
run of
course.
results,
Yeah.
and he
I know,
deserved
yeah.
to be sacked. The problem is he went for the vanity signing of Jose instead of getting a young, hungry manager that played football similar to Poch. That is what he needed to do. Like,
guys, we've added Romario here. I think it's how you pronounce it. He's a Spurs fan, definitely. Doesn't look very happy. Give me your thoughts, bro.
My head is gone. I'm fuming with that result. First of all, I live in America, so we have to wake up early for these games. Woke up
You can back to sleep, bro.
Honestly, I should. It was what? It was an 8:30 kickoff, whatever. But the game was terrible. Like I don't know what our style is. I can't even say like, oh, we're sitting back trying to catch them on the counter, because there was nothing, like absolutely nothing. Sonny, Kane, I have no positives for today. Like, I'm actually fuming, and I'm one of the fans that tries to calm down and be like, you just relax and look at the positives and stuff. But there's nothing to be positive about today. I mean, I try to. I can't say I'm a Mourinho fan, but I try to defend him when other people don't believe in him. But I can't. Like, there's nothing that I saw today that I can say like, oh, you know what? I can see what he's trying to do. I can see the impact that the new signings are making. Like, it was dead. It was absolutely dead. I'm fuming. Like, I haven't been this mad probably since like the Norwich game that we lost in the FA Cup. I'm absolutely fuming. I can't believe what I just saw. I actually had high hopes for this game for some reason.
What do you think is the primary cause of this? Why? Really and truly, I know you have had some good moments under Jose, but it's been sort of a good 18 months now that Spurs haven't been the same potent, dominant team as they were for a good sort of 3 years under Poch. What's the main contributing factor in your opinion?
Like you said, Terry, there's glimpses. Like, that's the reason why I defend Mourinho, because I can see glimpses. Like you said, we've had good moments under Mourinho, but I feel like just the team doesn't really perform consistently the way, to his style. We saw it in moments like against Leicester last season when we came back. We played brilliant counterattacking football. Against we kind of did scrape a result against Arsenal, but I just feel like we haven't been, playing good consistently. We haven't been able to like put in a good couple games like consecutively, like good games. Like, I don't know. It's just so weird. I mean, it's like one game we play all right, and then the next game we play like shit, like this one. I mean, I don't know. And to be honest, Terry, I think this season, I can't even see us winning a cup. Like, that's our expectation this season, is maybe a cup and maybe battle for top four. But after that performance, I can't see us doing anything. I see us getting worse.
To be fair, right? After everything we've said, we do have to give credit to Everton, because that team looked really well drilled, and especially under Ancelotti as well. I think that's one of Jose's only excuse. He came up against Ancelotti, and Ancelotti was, well, it's not like he gave him like a tactic.
It's not.
What I'm saying is that Mourinho will spin it and be like, "Oh, it was first game of the season. The free kick was too far in front." And Ancelotti's a great manager, and this, that, and the other. That's the only thing that's going to save him.
That's weakness. Ancelotti's good.
You have to see in the next 5-6 games how he performs.
It was the fact that it was done with no fight. If you get beat, but you're fighting, you're playing well, you're moving the ball well, you're making positive substitutions, fans are upset, but you're proud of your team. I'm listening to three or four Spurs fans that have come on live on the show with us. I'm reading comments. My dad's, I think, blocked me on social media right now. He's a Spurs fan. They're angry and they're annoyed at the way it's been done. And often in life, it isn't what happens, it's how it's done. And the way Spurs have been run at the moment, forget the business side, because the way you run as a business is impeccable. I love my club to be run as a business as well as that. With our money and income, we'd be killing it, because Levy would spend the money if he had our income. But on the football pitch, it's been neglected massively. But listen, everyone who's tuned in today, we really appreciate it. We're an hour into the show now. We're coming to an end because we've got another show going live on the channel in about an hour and a half. That United show is back tonight, previewing Man United's beginning in the Champions League, Premier League. And of course, talking about, someone just sent me some amazing screenshots through of our last 5 major signings. And these articles from big papers within the last week of them being signed, where there's Man United are looking to pull away because they don't want to pay the asking. It's brilliant. It's kicking off, but we're going live on
Terry, Elite Opinions is saying he's ready to come back.
There isn't any room right now, I don't think. There's one bit. There might be a little bit of room in the back. If Elite can come back, I'll give him a minute if he can try and get back through now. There is some room in the background. But make sure you're hitting that like button for us, please. It's really important that you keep smashing that button. for us. We're sitting on 1,400 likes. It'd be nice to hit 2,000. It'd be great. It really would. Elite Opinions, get yourself on. We'll keep the lines open.
Can I just say this quickly, Terry?
Yep.
One of the reasons why I have no faith in Terry. In Terry, I have faith in you. I have faith in you. I have faith in you. In Jose, I'm tired, fam.
The truth's coming out now.
The reason why I have no faith in Jose is because the things that everyone's saying from a Spurs point of view is exactly the same things we were saying when he was at United. So that's why I don't think there's this turnaround coming.
And I think that's why, we spoke to, I think it was Raphael that phoned up earlier defending Joe. That's the point. It isn't about attacking Tottenham. It's about looking at, like if your ex gets with someone new, Elite Opinions, your signal's awful, bruv. If your ex gets with somebody new, but you can see the same issues with them as you had, and you're like trying to warn them, you're like, bro, this is going to happen. Has this happened? Has that happened? Yeah. You're just like, please get yourself out of there. I know what comes next. You get what I mean? And I see that with Joe. It's like I'm trying to warn someone away from a toxic relationship because I can see the signs. But listen, everybody that's tuned in, thank you. Smash the like button. Third biggest, maybe the second biggest ever live match reaction show on the Football Terrace. Thank you all for taking part in that. And listen, it means we need more failure from Jose, I think. So more of the same, please.
No, it means Tottenham are actually a big football club. Who knew?
No, don't lie. Those 4,000 fans are all Arsenal fans come to laugh at you.
Hang on.
Don't even lie.
David, you wait until tomorrow night when you get beat. When Chelsea, you wait. Record numbers, bruv. Record numbers. Everyone take care of yourself.
It's those Arsenal fans that are making Tottenham want to win the cup.
There we go. Alex, coming on, making your debut, bro. Really good articulated points. And yourself. Is it Romario? Is that how I'm pronouncing it?
Yeah, you got it.
Quality name, bro. Take care. Goodbye. God bless. Peace.